Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to Rome 2 with our Spartan expedition. So, in the last episode, we established that we in fact are the Spartans, and we have actually done a pretty quick attack route towards the town of Manduria, which was great because we captured it. The bad news is that unfortunately, we weren't able to catch the enemy army outside their settlement in time, and we can't attack it. We don't quite have the movement range. I mean, the enemy army also has a fairly huge garrison inside, and to a degree we could tank them, but now that they have their army inside that settlement, I would say it's rather foolish to try and do something like that. So what we're going to do is instead, I'm going to deploy my spy. I'm going to try and fall back, if possible. Not the dignified way, I realise, but we're going to get replenishment. Not a lot, but, wow! Sorry, I'm just looking at the turns till replenishment is 54. I thought that was how many people were coming in. GG. So, we are, we are unfortunately on the back foot, which is rather frustrating. We are not at war with anyone else. Okay, Lucani are at war with them. They are not happy with what we've done. I appreciate that they probably aren't humongous fans. But we are at least not at war with... Well, I say that. You know, touch wood. I don't know why I whacked my head. I should have whacked on something else. Right, question. You're not in an alliance with anyone, are you? Yes, you are. You are in an alliance with them. And you are at war with the Taurus. You also hate my guts. So we need to defend Manduria anyway. So we'll try and set up a defensive line. One of the armies, I say the stronger armies, try and set up a defensive line there. This army probably heads back towards this location. Try and see what we can do. Just so we can try and figure out a way of holding the town. In 2 turns, this settlement is going to finally start actually benefiting me, which is going to be very important. And it's going to be able to make life a little easier. We do have a fleet being constructed. We do have this Hellenic culture starting to force its way through. But who has skill points? Oh! Our dignitary has ranked up. Oh, good. Right, what have you ranked up to? He is level 2. So... Oh, yes. Okay, that's a bad thing. Did I just lose a fuckload of cash? I think I just did. Can I cancel that? I think I just lost some money. I did just... Ugh. Okay, well that's shit. We've lost money, but people are happy.
My wits and words are yours.
Oh, bloody hell. That's not worth it. I'm going to keep you at that. That's a really bad thing. But anyway, so we need to set up defense. Well, we've set up defenses around Heraclea, and hopefully once Heraclea has like an 18 garrison or whatever, I can... Ooh. Never mind. My stuff is going on. Right, what's the garrison like? Oh, boy. Oh, you are just out of range, aren't you? Well, no, it is... Ooh. Right. 6 dudes. Okay, 4 groups of slingers. 2, nearly 4 regiments of hoplites.
Ready for orders.
You don't have the numbers, do you? Not really. Well, we do... Okay, so technically speaking, 6 units. Hey, so that's like... Versus a shitload of mountain men. And potentially the other guys as well. Which is not reassuring because they have those... Okay, it's not too bad. Brave companions, Ares, Dread. We are economically going downhill because of this. Illyrian Raiders are pretty awesome. They're not happy.
Commander?
How do I keep the people happy? They're a pain in the ass. Unless I send this army back towards Heraclea. Well, that said, though, we have technically... This is our HQ now. It's just this particular HQ is a pain in the ass. It's Hellenic. But I'm going to assume you hate me even more if I start taxing. Yeah. What's causing this problem anyway? Why are people so upset? Provincial industry. Run per turn. Oh god, provincial instability. That just seems rather gamey rather than actual logical. It just kind of feels like, well, X amount of turns is going to be like that. It's like, no, how about you just let me take the territory? One turn of mega instability whilst you're getting used to it, and then you're fine again. Why do I have to spend months, turns and turns? Right, mountain men. That's a 20 stack. If they get back up, we might get fucked.
At your command.
What kind of upkeep do we have? Nowhere near capable, so we're just going to have to roll with what we've got. Are we garrisoned in the settlement? No, we're garrisoned outside the settlement. Right, there we go. We're inside the settlement now. Not as happy as before, but now that settlement is kind of ready to go, and they can't just say, haha, we've nicked your shit. What if I go here?
Call this a garrison? Get to it, men.
Lol, that works. Okay, that's fine. You can garrison there. I am totes okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm actually quite okay with that. So your garrison, okay, that's gonna be the counter then. I'm actually quite chill with that. It's a little exploity, but considering the break I need, I think I'll deal with that. Because that one was getting a bit annoying, not gonna lie. So, Heraclea, oh, you could have just waited one more turn. Oh, scumbags. Oh well. Can you hire any troops? Oh, you can. Oh, we can. Very much. Oh, yes. Yeah, Toxites. Toxites. Why can't I hire any more? I can! Screw you.
At your command.
I wish I could hire more Toxites. Ugh, Toxites. So nice. But we do have archers, and the city is garrisoned now. We have, like, probably about a 20 stack as well. But, let's see. Will they take peace? Like, white peace, you can't get anything, we won't get anything.
Come then, speak.
No, okay.
Ready for orders. You may as well get comfy, men.
Right, you're just chilling. That's fine. You can just chill there. Are you in reinforcement range? You are, technically. Go that way.
Make haste, men.
That way you're more actively next to the city. Go to fortifications up. Go to get the fortifications up. And then we can go. What are we researching down here? We are researching that, which is very useful. Therefore going to do that. We do have cavalry. And we do have some hell-up javelin men. We also have archers and also slingers. So, depending on how that guy decides to attack us, which they may not. If they don't attack us, then hallelujah, we've just been given a, you know, a save. I doubt that, though, because, well, I imagine he's going to bring some reinforcements. Even if he does, who knows? No, he's just going to go straight for the attack. Okay. Oh, bollocks. Well, okay. It's kind of a good news, bad news situation. The good news is that he didn't bring any reinforcements, and the only good, finger quote, unit that he's brought onto the field of battle is these mercenary Lucanian Lucanian veterans. And also the Libo guy, but that's besides the point. We also have archers, Toxites, along with a garrison of admittedly not great amount of quality of infantry. So we are kind of in the shit, but the thing is he's brought really shit infantry. And I mean shit infantry. Italian swordsmen are kind of terrible, but, you know, and they're also very new, whereas my guys are not. My guys can hopefully hold the day. If we can just gain a foothold and kind of beat them back a bit, then this will hopefully turn the tide, and it will give us the strength we need to break out. Okay. So the enemy has decided to attack on that flank. Reinforcements are on the way, but they will not be here for a time. Okay. Spike traps. Well, one group of spike traps, which I always like to have, because the enemy tends to go that way, is here. And another group of spike traps, I would say, is actually worth placing here, as the enemy tends to go that way. We'll put some sort of awkward spiky traps to this location here. Why can't I put... Ah, there we go. Right. And then we'll put some stakes on the... yeah. Well, I can't have all those things, so what we'll do is we'll put the stakes here and then put some stuff there. Though this will block this section off, technically. But I have no intention of having stuff remain there. Right, okay, so cavalry. Make the hell out there. Good. Okay, so then
Ready for orders.
all the infantry inside. Right, so weakened. Actually, no.
Commander.
Perioicli hoplites. You are weak as fuck,
Spearman at the ready.
but you are there. You're the only things I have really available. You two will chill over there.
We await your command.
You guys, I'm going to chill a little bit as a QRF. I'll have the two slingers form up aggressively here to act all angrily.
By your command.
I'll have the two slingers also form up angrily here. And again, you are a QRF. Okay, so that should, in theory... Ah, wrong way. It doesn't matter, it's a reverse thing. They probably will get even more confused. Hang on, let's reverse that, shall we? There we go, that's more like it. Yeah, right? 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 Can I... No, that's not gonna... You want to cluster up... I think you have to cluster them up. Like, it's better... I don't know if these things don't actually work, but because they're a physical object in the game, I kind of am hoping that they basically cluster up the enemy and make them make mistakes or whatever. So that, I'm thinking, maybe replace it and, like, do that. So that they have to, like, punch a hole. It's really difficult to see. With all the color textures we've got, it's really, really difficult to see. There we go. That'll do. So that way now, the enemy can't really break through. At least, that's the hope. But we do have spike pits everywhere. Go. Cavalry! Get the fuck out. Run away.
I will sacrifice to Zeus and Ares for their favor and help in our defense. But we mortals must do our parts as well. Fight with honor, and all will be well.
Right, so... Any reinforcements? Yes, they are. Double time it. Just double time it. There we go. So...
Swift riders at your command.
any of you on skirmishing? No, good. So yeah, the Lucanian warriors are probably my biggest threat right now. So, where are they? They are. These guys are probably the most dangerous. This is probably the most dangerous unit in the entire army. The slingers are dangerous as well, but they are absolutely terrifying. Oh, spearmen, fuck. I had hoped that because they were, I mean, it would be lovely if I could do a rear charge on that unit and fuck them over. But I don't think we can do that. Right, hold position. Form up.
Follow me.
Right, they're going to be coming down there. So, again, we've got our weaker units initially at the front, but then I've got a QRF of stronger spearmen. Potentially, I'm really wanting them to just go that way and that way. But the AI probably will send, like they're doing now, probably sending a guy around this flank, along with guys potentially going around this open area here. If those guys would like to hurry the fuck up, that would be amazing. I'm gonna have cavalry run around and try and see if he can do some damage against their slingers. Go crazy. At least they're gonna take some damage as they come in because of all the spike pits.
Spartans!
Hit them in the rear, hit them in the rear, hit them in the rear. Right. All of you guys on the shoreline, double time.
Javelin men!
Right, their main attack force is coming in this way. If I can get an early general kill or an early general rout, that will do us miracles for later on in the game. Oh, they're Italian Lusitani swordsmen. Oh, they are fucking going back there as well. Right, they spot me. Oh, that would have been beautiful if that was the dude. I just need to get a good solid rear charge into the enemy's general. Right, I'm going to slow down time just so I have an idea as to what the fuck's going on. They've split off my... Oh, they fucking split my armies off a bit. Alright. General, move up to the front. Provide morale incentives for your people. Break off. Probably worth you swinging around and having a go at those slingers. Right, you guys can swing around a little bit backwards. You guys move up to the front and start doing some damage.
Pick your targets, men!
Perioikoi! Sparta! By your command!
Good. I heard that. Right.
Missile infantry!
Go, go, go.
To the shore!
Go, go, go.
At speed! Double time!
Missiles ready and waiting!
Hoplites!
Right, these guys are taking heavy fire, which is good. More of them are going down.
Javelin men!
Your orders!
Move phalanx now!
At speed!
Sparta!
Yours to command!
Javelin men! Orders!
Right, you guys regroup.
Your orders!
All of you
Slingers!
move up to the front now
At speed!
and have fun.
Archers! Hoplites!
Your orders! And the double!
This is where having helots and javelins are probably going to be a miracle maker. This is perfect because they are taking heavy fire
Slingers!
and they're going to do some damage. These guys are going to hopefully... These guys are holding, but they're not doing great, and they're not feeling it as well, which is understandable. This is why you're coming into it.
We await your command!
You move to return.
General!
Feel the love of your men.
Yours to command!
Already got some friendly fire going into there, but that's fine. Right, get in there. You need to move there, provide morale support.
Yours to command!
Javelin men!
Javelin men, form up here. You need to form up, like, here-ish.
March!
Yours to command!
Right, pull out.
Quickly
The fuck up there.
Archers!
At the double!
We can break one of these flanks. That'll be beautiful. Right, down you go.
Missile infantry ready! waiting.
I mean, these guys are gonna just take. They're gonna take crap after crap after crap.
Riders at your command.
If you guys can like do some damage.
Fall back!
Sparta!
Orders!
Spearmen ready for orders.
Forward! Missiles ready and waiting!
Can you charge through that and not take super amounts of damage? I don't think so. I'm hoping so.
Slingers!
Like, these guys are just unloading ham. You need to get the fuck out of dodge.
Under advance at speed.
Having a cavalry advantage is useful, apparently. Right. I don't need you to do anything fancy. I need you to set up, and then you can do some shots into the rear.
Sparta! Hoplite is ready! As you command!
Right. Our missile supremacy is doing us lovely favors. At least in... Well, I say missile supremacy. I have... These guys, by the way, are fucking legendary. I'm not going to lie. They are saving my ass right now. Right. How are you guys doing? Oh, you're doing fantastic. Like, we just need to cause more casualties than they can take.
Javelin men!
You're out of ammo?
We await your command!
Yes, you are both out of ammo. Fair play. Right. You are QRF for replacement.
Commander! Archers!
Concentrate fire on those shaken spearmen. Just keep those fuckers at bay. You're not doing, like, tons of damage, but getting 3 shots into the rear of the enemy, defo gonna do something. Also, you can go murderize those dudes. Come on, murderize them. Cavalry, do your job. I'll even hire mercenary cav, because we're gonna need them. Are they breaking through? No. For a second I thought they were breaking through. Right, they're breaking off. Fantastic. That's it. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to commit soon. Now I can't support this rear action. The enemy army has to, well, has to do that for me. Wait, there what? I can only support that with infantry. There we go. English language came through eventually. Come on, break one of the fronts already so I can concentrate my efforts around again.
Spears ready.
You want to commit, or do you want to just sit on your ass doing jack all? Because I'm so far only seeing that option. Right, they've broken, which is fine. Losing. Right, they've routed, but now we've got a problem.
General! As you command! Yes, Commander! Ready and waiting! Yes,
Fantastic job, lads.
by your command!
Yes! Oh my god.
Spartans! General!
Go, go, go. One flank completely sorted.
Spartans! Great march! Archers!
Oh, you fucking angels. Right, regroup. Hold the line.
Orders understood.
Oh, they're going for my archer lord. Lol.
March!
You took care of them? You did? Fan-fucking-tastic. Right, and you've got your dudes running. Right, go harass those dudes. Don't let them come back.
Archers!
Right, you guys come back, because you're now the only fucking things giving us hope.
By your command! Spartans!
I would send out an attack force, but...
Archers! Double
Ready and waiting.
Right, you guys on harassment duty.
Sparta! At speed! Advance at speed!
We await your
Oh,
command.
fucking hell. You can't just fuck off, can you?
Hoplites ready!
Right, hoplite.
Advance
Your
at
orders.
speed! Advance
Ready.
at speed!
Your orders.
Regroup.
At the double! Missile infantry ready!
Swift melee cavalry.
Why are you running away from bloody...
Archers!
Right, throw some shots into there and see what you can do. working out fine.
Ready and waiting. Orders.
I'm seeing their general wanting to pop through, but I've got a
Ready.
kind of rear attack force. Right. I know you guys have suffered heavy casualties, but you're doing a fantastic job of just keeping the enemy distracted. They're wavering because they can't stand up to you. Those guys are shitting themselves. You bugger off. Right. They're breaking.
Ready and waiting.
Charge!
Slingers.
Go! Go kick their ass! Right, now you may attack that left side. How tired are you? You are exhausted. You know what? I'm gonna give you a chance. Sit, relax, don't do anything for a time. Right, go kick their ass. Get your ass back here and get stabbed. Greek slingers versus Italian slingers. Who do you think will win?
Spearmen ready for orders.
Speaking of which,
As you command. Commander.
no one on your side? Lovely.
Orders understood. Understood. Slingers. Ready.
Well fucking done, that team, by the way. Just want to say, good job, lads. That's it, stand outside. Don't mind me.
By your command. Forward. For glory.
I'm gonna have to spam click these guys in order to, like, do this. Oh, no. Oh, they're routing. I'm seeing a lot. Oh! They're all wavering. And I think that that's the day done. In fact, I do... Oh, the stupid bastards.
General.
That's right. Have at them. Also, have at them. Have at them. This is going to be a very rare opportunity to get a lot of these Lusitani in one go. Right, you're going that way. These guys did jack all. They did nothing, and they ended up like not dying. Right, go, 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 go. Head them off at the pass. Head them off at the pass. Fuck it, you gotta go. You can try and go for them.
The enemy general is
That's what
dead.
you get, you bastard. Right, heavy infantry bugger off, giving them light opportunities. Oh, don't run away, you stupid bug. I like how that still is a thing. It's like, we've won, the day is ours, we've barely managed to hold, but we're victorious. Run! I love the game's logic in that. Oh, it's so stupid. But it's brilliant at the same time. And I think we have massacred a shit ton of those dudes. And fucking tastic. Oh, that's a good one. We've already had a bullshit victory. Good. I was not feeling confident with that one. Come on. Just a little further. Come on. That's beautiful. It's the fucking toxic... No, it's not. It's the Peltists. Peltists are catching them. Nicely fucking done, lads. Absolutely beautiful work. And the cavalry comes in at the last second. Oh, how can they get them all? Can they get them all? I think they can. Oh, 4 dudes, 3 dudes, 2 dudes. Oh, yeah, there is... Yeah, they're gone. Decisive victory. I like that. Decisive victory. We were outnumbered by about 2,000... 1,900 dudes, and we somehow survived, taking only 400. Whoa! Holy crap! Okay, I realized that I realized they took a lot of these dudes. They got those casualty figures, primarily. How much money would we make? 1,900. I'll tell you what, because I want these guys to fuck off and never go near me again, I'm doing it. I'm going to gain some cash. And we're going to be all nice to them. And we have a garrison. Excuse me. And in 3 turns, we're going to be able to get that, which will hopefully convert the region over. So... We actually won, and they're happy. Faction. There we go. We've won, and they've now fucked off. For the, like, time being. I'm not saying this is a guarantee.
We hunger for battle.
Oh, boy. At least we can... well, we can't recruit anyone at the moment. I'd love to, but I don't think I
We
can.
hunger for battle.
Oh, boy. Slowly. Oh, God, look at that. Look at the... look at how badly we are down on melee defense. This is why having a settlement be happy is so dangerous. Because look, it increases the amount of upkeep we have to have. Our melee defense goes down. Our morale goes down. Our replenishment goes down. Everything goes down. And if you can't make the people happy, they fuck you over royal. I'd say that's the thing that I like the least about this mod, is that your settlements being angry at you really can bugger you over. I mean, it's a balancing factor, but it's an annoying balancing factor. And yeah, no way can I afford that. I'd love to. I would love to, but I can't.
Police reporting.
I will, however, hire you guys, because you are expensive, but you're not that expensive. And having 2 Toxotes alongside the garrison force, now this settlement is way cheaper to maintain. And I will also save, because that was a rather close one. Alright. 4 turns. Well, 4 happiness per turn, which is good. I can't say it's great. It's good. And then what I'll do is I'll probably set up... why would that piss people off? Civil settlement. It's a oh, it's a market. That's why people would be pissed off. Okay, so if we can get a civil settlement, then that will give us what we need to increase garrison, which is actually already a pretty decent size. 7 hoplite. Why do I have so many? Oh, it's because of that as well, I suppose. No, it's just a shit ton of Greek slingers and a shit ton of hoplites. Alright, anyway. Now that I have sufficiently whacked you, can I have a peace deal?
Speak your terms. Give word.
You like me. I know you like me because... oh, I released the troops. That still doesn't count, apparently. Ugh.
Commander.
Right, well, batten down the hatches and pray to the Emperor that we can hold. 2 turns or... missile range, accuracy, missile damage. So, there's only 120 of them, but apparently their weapon damage is actually kind of better. They all have, they're fair. I'm going to experiment.
Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life.
Ooh, that's expensive. They're expensive as shit. And 2 turns apiece. But they're all I can recruit, lol. Oh, God. I think 3 turns, and then that will keep the people even more happy, and then people can actually be super, like, whatever. Is there any other people I can trade with? No. Can I recruit another agent, by the way? No, not agent. No, I'd need Terror of Carthage? What? I'd want to trade with them. Okay. Like, that's the one I want, because that'll be extra melee attack skill and defense against that as well. And that's going to take a while to research, but that's probably going to be worth occasionally jumping back to once we get the other stuff sorted. Annoyingly, right now, all we can do is just hold on. Okay, he's fucked off, which is good. He's probably going to come back at some point, though. But that does give us a bit of more peace and quiet.
Ready for orders.
Trade gained. Welcoming to foreigners.
At your
Oh, good.
command.
The people are happy. Ah, and they're getting another army. Yay.
We hunger for battle.
Right, I'm gonna put this guy out of force, and instead I am gonna put him in ambush.
Make haste, men.
Is ambushed.
Concealed from view.
See what happens. So, yeah. So to reiterate what I initially planned to do, which unfortunately is looking less likely, but if we can get an advantage, who knows? We're basically going to try and nab this sector to try and establish ourselves against pretty much everyone along this line. Heraclea is our current HQ of port, but if I can capture this location, hell, if I can grab the heel, this would be incredibly useful, because then we have a solid frontline base to cover. The enemy can't really outflank unless they cause a naval attack, which admittedly we are very vulnerable. All of these settlements can be navally assaulted. But if we have a strongish garrison along this plateau, we'll be fine, and then we can start expanding further into this location. Obviously, not going to try it against Taras yet. I'd rather wait until we secured Britstone, Hydros, and then maybe even Patea and Acrutia before we can start really thinking about turning our attention towards Taras itself. But again, that's a thing for the far future. This thing, so far, this campaign seems very much going to be a protracted affair, which is going to be great, I suppose, because it means we're going to be able to spend some time ranking up. But fighting against this guy is going to be a pain in the ass because he's locked in tight, and my economy isn't exactly doing fine.
We hunger for battle.
Oh, I need you to rank. I need you to feel up. Feel up, heal up. All right. Yeah, we're just on the defensive. I can't really risk launching an attack when, if I attacked him, that he would come in, and they already got a level 20 fucking group.
Ready for battle.
Can I recruit anyone? No recruitment points available. Shit. Can I hire mercenaries? Ooh. Yes, I can. Oh, that's expensive. Ooh, that's expensive. Let me guess, because you don't like me, do you? Oh, that's such a dick move. -1 per turn. That's so stupid. Okay. Hidden agent. Our hidden Odin. Yay! Extra happiness. Oh, wow, 12. Oh, that's going to be lovely. And hello. I like this. Extra tax version. Yes. Glorious. That's going to piss people off. But it does give us more recruitment options. And it does provide us with more food. And it helps with trade. And it gives me proper toxites. And I could get rid of the mercenaries. It's not cheap, though. But considering that we're going to make the people happy and we're going to lose food, I think it's only a fair... I think it's like a fair trade.
At your
Our
service.
agent has been exposed. How are you? Oh, you're a level fucking 3.
How
What
I
can
be
you
of
do?
assistance?
If I was... Oh, it's only subversion. So you're about as useful as the agents from... Oh, what was it? Attila? Yeah, Attila. Completely... on almost entirely useless. Right. Well, run away to the things. I can't really afford to lose an agent right now. He's recruiting as well.
Ready for orders.
You're just watching for that.
It is
You're
an
watching
honor
for that.
to serve.
This settlement's fairly solid as well, which is useful. I'm definitely going to take the opportunity to... Wait, am I not taxing that either? You're not taxed, are you? Oh, you are taxed. Good. Mm-hmm. Faction, military presence, technology level, difficulty level, technologies, events, cultural differences. If I can... Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that then. Just hunker down. Apologies that this episode is not as... Well, we had a battle. But apologies that this particular phase of the campaign is going to be fairly just watching and waiting. But I am, unfortunately, at the mercy of the enemy AI. Aha. There we go. Oh, fuck my life. Their armor is... Actually, these guys aren't that good. Apparently, they're not that good at all. They've got a good base rate morale, and they do have hot blood. They do have hot plates, but they are apparently rather...
How may I serve you?
Right, deploy.
They will never see me.
So, that is going down.
Command.
Oh, good. And the temple has been constructed, and they're finally being peasant. Lusani has decided to declare war on the Taras, which is good. Sounds stupid, I know, but it's a good thing, because we can now kind of relax a bit. And, right, they aren't recruiting any... They're recruiting troops. He could attack. I'm invisible to him.
Ready for orders.
If he makes a move, I could ambush him. I don't have as many troops as him. I only have 11 troops in comparison to his 20. But if I catch him unawares, and then of course I've got reinforcements, then he is going to suffer a battle and he's probably going to have to withdraw. But that's fine by me. By all means, try it. I dare you. If I can ambush you, maybe I can get a morale incentive and do some damage. Oh no, he spotted my ambush. Ah, shit. But it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's bad because unfortunately we couldn't ambush them. But it's good because... let's have a look and see what's that. Oh. Tax rate? I mean tax rate. That's pretty nice. Introduce the celebration of the Festival of Dionysia. I mean, that's going to be helpful as well. That's going to provide happiness. But really, right now, happiness and wealth is what I want. More than anything. People to be happy and for me to earn money. Embrace tyranny. I wish I could increase my research time.
At your command.
Right, so they did spot my army. And they are now on the defensive.
Commander.
And gonna get extra morale plus defense. Yeah, so their melee attack and their base morale's gone up, but their melee defense is really terrible. I don't get it. These guys look pretty meaty and powerful, but at the same time they look rather weak. What kind of range do they have? Only javelin and their armor isn't that good either.
We hunger for battle.
I wonder if maybe for like a battle we could recruit like that.
Yes.
Along with that. That actually doesn't sound like a bad plan. Right. Let's try something. This might not work, but I'm thinking this could do something. What's this? Morale and leading.
Fleet reporting. All hands to the oars.
Right, they're somewhat okay
At your
now.
command. Ready for orders.
I have an idea.
Once we hunger for to battle.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
Advance. At your command.
That's fine.
On the move. Ready
Let's
for
deal
battle.
you a blow, shall we? We got reinforcements, and I have an army, and I have a fuckload of archers. You do have a cavalry. I don't have cavalry. So that is a weakness. But that you don't have a range advantage. I do have a ranged advantage. Right, let's do this. Okay, so he may decide to use the hill as an advantage, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not intending on moving to attack the rest of them, but that will put them on the back foot for a while. And, you know, we're playing for time right now. Right, where's reinforcements coming? There. Okay, good.
Ready and waiting.
These guys are apparently really weak. They don't look it, truth be told. They honestly don't look it, but they only have javelin men. And if I can... I was hoping to be able to hit them in their fort, because then they would, you know, take all the attrition, and I could be like, ha 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 ha. Right, anyway. Right, start the battle. You gonna chill there? Good. Let me get my troops up. Yeah. I'm not trying to hide. Take your time. My dudes are just going to march onto the field of battle. You going to attack? Nope, you're just shifting because of my new warriors. Of course. That's completely fine. You do what you need to do. Right, let's go. So, the aim here is to beat this guy's ranged advantage by utilizing all of these mercenary Toxotes to full effect. Now, this is, of course, a dangerous strategy because I am wholeheartedly relying on my Toxotes. I think I'm pronouncing them correctly. I am relying on these Toxotes to do the damage that I need them to do. Now, I do have a missile supremacy, but they also have cavalry. And not only that, they've got their own cavalry, which looks to be actually kind of good. Are they strong? Probably. So they do have a cavalry advantage, but I have a middle finger advantage in the form of a spear. I also have peltists, so, you know, if they get ambushed en route, then I can do something. If I can just beat those guys, then I could use what I have left to attack these guys, who only have... And then I could just set my formation up, move up, set up, and then when they try and attack, I can move our guys around and, like, shoot into them. At least that's the hope. But this is completely dependent on whether or not I can stop them from damaging my things. Periodic Hoplites will go with them as backup. But they are probably my most important unit ever now. I'll take these guys as well. Mercenary Hoplites, also not great, but they will be there. And finally, my Helots. We have a better chance than most, but that doesn't count for shit, apparently.
Infantry ready. By your command.
I mean, this army is better suited to defense, but we have got a pretty decent garrison back at base, so...
Advance at speed. Double time. By your command. On me. Ready. Ready and waiting. Understood. Missile infantry at your command.
What are you doing? Are they splitting or are they advancing? It's interesting how the things are curving. Oh, look at that. 15 guys down in a matter of seconds. Right, here we go.
Ready for orders.
Form up. Form up. form up here. Mercenaries will be QRF. That's what I want you to do. Just run right in front of my army.
Quick march! Archers! We await your command. Advance at speed! General! Advance at speed!
Brace! Oh wow, that completely negated your
Yes, Commander! Ready! Spartan!
those are the mercenary ones, so that's them gonna go down in like 5 seconds.
Archers!
Swing around to the right,
Speed! At your
you swing
service!
around to the left,
Sparta!
regroup.
By your command! Orders understood! Advance at speed! Hoplites ready!
You
Missiles
concentrate on him.
Archers!
You do what you can.
Fearless warriors! Missiles awaiting
Concentrate fire on him. You concentrate fire on those mercenary hoplites.
Javelin men!
Javelin men, do what you can to stop them.
Spear infantry! At your command! Archers! Your orders? Spear infantry ready!
Right, you guys begin to commit that way. You guys begin to make your way over to the left.
Run, Koshu! We await your command! Archers! Your orders!
Archer supremacy on those guys now. Come on,
Now! Warriors ready! Spearmen ready for
double it.
By your command.
Engage.
ready and waiting! At speed! Missile infantry ready!
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Hoplites ready! Spartans! Engage!
Some decent-ish damage. And our hoplites are doing absolutely beautifully.
Yes,
Heroically hoplites. I know you're feeling a little bit like this shit hits the fan, but it's fine.
get them! Any of them! Get running! Hoplites! Spear infantry at your command! Orders? Ready and waiting!
This army is supposedly meant to be powerful, and I still believe it is powerful. I am under no impression that these guys are as weak as they look.
At the command! Illyrians!
Charge! There we go.
Your orders?
They're gonna come back. That's for defo. Pop a shot.
Missile infantry ready!
Concentrate fire on their capital. Capital? Yes, capital. We can shoot their capital from here.
Fearless warriors! For glory!
Their commander in English. Oh, and that's why I love archers.
The enemy general is dead.
Oh, that's a great sound to hear. Never will I ever get bored of hearing that the enemy general has just croaked it.
At your commander! Scrappers ready!
Look at that. Concentrated fire rips through their armor.
Archers! Your orders? Missiles
And these guys have got a fairly decent amount of...
fire on the enemy! Artillery!
Right, 3 archer forces apiece.
Will bleed for us! By your
Chase him down.
Spartans! Your orders! Javelin!
Even the javelin men are still fighting furiously. I love it. Go.
Missiles awaiting target. Javelin men! Missile infantry at your command. Ready! Commander! Your orders? Commander!
And that's what I call a glorious victory.
Forward!
Beautiful, beautiful.
Orders? Orders!
And that is what I'm talking about. Absolutely stunning victory. Well done, lads. You deserve it.
Yours to command. At the double.
No, you don't have to do it that way. Though that way seems to be working as well. Holy crap, lords. Inspire them. Go, run faster. I inspire you to run faster. There we go. No, this is the part about having cavalry that sucks the most, is when you've won the battle but you can't quite catch the enemy. You can neutralize as many of these dudes as possible. I mean, these swordsmen are fairly crap, apparently, which I'm kind of surprised at. I really didn't expect them to be that, well, easy to take out. Because, like, the way the units do not make them look like they're actually armored soldiers. Also, that they're unarmored soldiers, sorry. Like, they look as if, they look hench. They look ready to take down an old freaking guardsman unit themselves. But, no, they're quite simply shit. Unfortunately, my soldiers lack the energy to be able to effectively take them all down. Right, I think, right, go. Right, there you go. Okay, so we lost 324 to 2,471. I would call that a successful battle. The archers doing absolutely beautifully, of course. Right, sell into slavery, 2,000, releasing captives. Oh boy, that is tempting. Having cash is going to be lovely, but I think... No, I don't want to enslave, because... Oh, look at the amount of dead. All of their freaking infantry, plus their general. Boom.
On the move.
We've done well this day. Right, pull back to the defensive line.
Get to it, men. Ready for orders. At once.
How may I serve?
Right, so you've just suffered a heavy defeat. That's very useful. You're about to become positive. You're going to go back into the net, which is useful. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now, you could argue that we didn't really gain anything by fighting that battle, and yes, agreeably, you could argue, yes, there wasn't a lot gained, except for experience and the morale boosting effect of a decent victory, but it also does put them on the back foot. They have to now spend some time recruiting more troops, and I can focus on getting, and that gives me more time to research, to refurbish, to get this settlement completely complicit and compliant, and then maybe, Emperor we willing, we can potentially break off and send the navy over to Manduria, providing cover for them, and then both these armies can start pushing on towards Hydros. Right, I am going to have one more turn before we wrap this episode up. So, we started out this episode not really looking good, truth be told. It would have been nice if I could have killed the entire army, don't get me wrong. But, oh, it's lovely. Right, 3 turns. Okay, I might have said one more turn, but it might be this turn.
We hunger for battle.
Can I increase my... I can.
Fortifications ready.
It's a little bit risky, but...
Your orders?
You're almost fully replenished, which is lovely.
Ready for orders. Easy into port.
Right. I could disband you two and give you actual soldiers. We're going to roll with these Skiriati as well. I am feeling kind of confident.
At your command.
I say confident. I'm feeling slightly more at ease with those dudes, because they didn't perform too bad. I didn't actually get to see what they could do, but this army is going to be the experimental one, the one that's actually going to be seeing if this is going to work or not. Right. You. Garrison up there, and then boom! Happiness. Oh! This is fine. It only affects ports, so it's fine. Inland, it's going to be the exact same problem that we had before, but I'm liking that this little tiny, slight exploit is giving me a benefit.
At your service.
And they're getting the same thing. Raiders of the Sea. Tarash. Heraclea. Children of TG. I would love to have some cavalry right now. Right. One more turn. And then we'll wrap things up and say... Right, quartermaster report. Who's Dread? The spy has ranked up. Yeah! And the noble. Yeah! And extra wealth. Yeah! Right, we're not getting anything that'll fuck us over, though. Upkeep costs for the parent army. Recruitment costs. It's fair play. I will do this, though, and give myself some research time, because I think researching is probably for the best.
My skills are yours.
Okay, so it looks like they're recruiting these guys, and... Wow. Look at the fucking difference those guys make. Look at that. Look at the difference in quality. Like, these guys could are no better than plebs. These guys are actually a threat. I'm so glad... I'm so glad that they're not.
Fleets reporting. We hunger for battle.
And also, military presence 22, 4 per turn, which is great. Is stable. Which means... What does that mean? Is it time to start considering making some... What kind of... Okay, apparently satisfied? Okay, they're indifferent. Okay. I'm very tempted just to see what happens if we take one more turn. Because I want to increase the... I do want to increase... Well, they're replenishing, so... We'll have one more turn. Oh, accent. Wait, what? Who? Oh! I thought I gave her a thing. I think supplier will probably be helpful. I'm probably going to dedicate the spy to jump into the Brave Companions army at some point, just so that way when we start, if it actually starts doing less of an aggressive thing. I miss the old agents. They used to actually be kind of useful, and now they're not. Like, yes, they were kind of broken, because if you got, like, a few operations under their belt successfully done, you could, in a sense, completely fuck over everyone. But I liked having that, though, because they were very powerful. And they were very dangerous as well. Like, they definitely were dangerous people. Encouraged. Wow, even when they're happy, there's still problems. But at least they're not losing their shit. Also, we can leave that settlement now.
Get the fortifications ready.
And that's going to become a thing. So you're going to stay there. You can't really recruit. I can, technically. Look at the difference in upkeep, though. Holy crap. Wait, what? That was like 120 at one point.
We hunger for battle.
Right. You're almost fully ready, aren't you?
Your orders?
You're alright.
Commander?
1, 2, 3. One more? Suppose. Couldn't hurt. What kind of crap can you recruit?
Ready for battle.
Oh, cavalry. Expensive. But it's cavalry. Oh, hello. Big giant army time, eh? You're never going to quite die, are you? So we're going to have to wait for that army to stop recruiting. Move up. Annihilate him. Come back. But if we keep the peace happy, then that should be okay. Because then, if we can get up to 10 and to public order and really get the happiness going, then that will get upgraded. We can then put in a military building in this settlement once the growth hits 4. Okay, one last turn and then we'll defo wrap up. So, we've done a pretty good job. Like, I think we've gone from being not, you know, edgy, dodgy, and not exactly looking favorable to being slightly more, you know, to being relatively stable. Oh, fair play. Oh, brilliant. Extra people and extra happiness. I like to hear that. Not gonna lie. Right, Skiritari, Calabri is encouraged. Yay! Trait has been gained.
What do you wish of me?
He's gotten so much crap now. I love it. It's lovely. And better still, we have... Right, they're 150. Spartan... Which one's cheaper?
We need more ships.
Disband those guys, get a crap load of things, and then, yeah. And then that. That's fine. I'm chill with that. I don't mind waiting. I mean, that's... that's Sati. Spartan archers are nice and all. Right, okay. Spartans fire, like, slightly faster as well. There are 80 of them. Yeah, and there's, like, slightly more, but they're awesome.
We hunger for battle.
Yeah, that's worth it, though. Because then those guys are going to get archers support, and then, yeah.
At your command.
Right, we now need to get that thing sorted, so... Okay.
We hunger for battle. Yes. Fleet reporting. Commander.
Oh, that's so tempting. How much? 216. You know what? That's fine. I'm chill with that. 2 of those will be fine. This army's going to be built up. Not of mostly mercenaries, but they're still good nonetheless. Right, anyway. Do save 2 as well. So, there you guys have it. We've kind of restored peace on Earth a little bit. So now we need to find a way of cracking the defensive nut, which is that location. Once we've grabbed that, we can actually start properly expanding, pushing north, knocking those guys out, so then we can start setting up a proper defensive line against which we can hopefully then start to perhaps push into Lucania again and solidify our hold on the southern quadrant of the boot. That's going to be very important, I would say. Obviously, also, going for Taris would be useful, considering now that the enemy are, well, Taris are starting to earn themselves a bit more of terrain to worry about. But that's just basically providing us cover from the north, to be honest with you. At the moment, they're actually doing a good job of keeping those guys fairly busy. And maybe we might get lucky. Huh. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on up there. And I can't afford another agent, can I? No, because they're... Maybe if I deploy him... How much money do I lose if I move him? Okay, 200. It's not great. I don't like it, but... Right, move that way. Spot me that town. Motherfucker.
I should have worn different sandals.
Oh, I gotta know. I gotta know. I have to know. I have to know what's going on in Palentia. I'm not seeing any sieges, but I'm not seeing any activity either. Come on. Give me the info I need. Okay, the Lucani are not doing anything. Great. Region. Okay. What's going on?
Making my way.
Dude, there's no one there. They must be fighting down south. Oh, this is a juicy opportunity. I mean, they have swordsmen, and there is almost no option. Oh, god damn it.
My wits and words are yours.
Okay, so that city is empty at the moment. That's good to know. Right, we'll deploy him as well. Oops. Whoops. Right, okay. Motivated populace. Over here, apparently. Oh, yeah, it is.
We hunger for battle.
Good. -1 on upkeep. That's lovely. That means
Commander,
we're doing okay on that one. They're building up their troops over there now. So they're returning. You're still not recruiting, are you? No, they probably haven't given him... They probably half punished him for the crap that he's done. Oh dear. Right, that'll happen as well, which will be lovely. And then... What's that? Introduce that. Oh, look at the amount of research I'm now not having to worry about. That'd be useful as well. Right, anyway, so that's going to be it from me. In the next episode, we shall hopefully launch... there we go. Hopefully we can figure out a way of breaking the stalemate at the moment. They'll be stupid enough to launch an attack. I defend against the attack. And then we begin to provide retribution towards the this sector. And hopefully finally claim this bit of land. And then maybe if we're lucky, we can try and go to grab Potentia as well. Because it looks like they're completely on it. Unless I can make them make... Oh, no, they're still doing stuff. Right, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.